Hello. 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 And welcome. Welcome back to my channel. Or if this is your first time here, thank you so much. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright guys, I'm gonna try to do this whole video soft spoken. So I hope it's sounding okay so far. Today we're gonna do a little Q&A, get to know me type video that was actually requested. And they requested it soft spoken, so I'm gonna try my best. I thought it was very sweet that this video was requested. The fact that any of you want to get to know more about me makes me so happy. So thank you. I'm not gonna like dilly-dally much because I'm gonna be doing a lot of talking in this video, so I'm just gonna kind of get right into it. I wrote down the questions on these index cards because I thought they sounded nice. I really like the sound of index cards for some reason. But yeah, and then I figure maybe just elaborate a little extra on some of the questions if other things come up, then we'll go from there. I'm known to go on tangents, so we shall see. I try to kind of put the questions in an order that kind of would flow nice. So let's just get right into it, guys. I took this pink paper clip from work. Anytime we get pink paper clips from customers, I keep them. Speaking of work, if I haven't said, I work at a bank. I am a bank teller. I know, super exciting. Anyway, the first question. How long have you been collecting Bratz and Monster High dolls? That's my cat, guys, I'm sorry. I can't let my one cat in when I'm recording because he always wants to leave. So then it's just me getting up and down and letting him in and out, and it's just not ideal. So if you hear him cry, I'm really sorry. I'll try to cut it out. My other cat is in here chilling. Anyway, how long have you been collecting Bratz and Monster High dolls? Honestly, not crazy long. I started collecting maybe 3 years ago now. Started with Bratz. I got into Monster High when G3 came out. So I don't really remember exactly when that was, but once the first like G3 core dolls were coming out, that's when I kind of got into Monster High. Bratz, when I was a kid, I loved Bratz. I had so many Bratz. And then of course as you get older, you feel like you have to grow up, so you get rid of all your dolls and everything. I unfortunately do not have any of my old Bratz dolls. They were all given away. So I'm currently trying to rebuild. that collection a little bit. But what kind of brought me back into collecting Bratz from, you know, being a kid to now being an adult, honestly, was the reproduction, the 20th anniversary reproduction. I saw them and it just, all this nostalgia started coming back, and I figured, who says an adult can't collect dolls? And then I kind of got introduced to this whole doll collecting like world, and I love it. so that's when I started collecting those. I do also collect Rainbow High and Shadow High dolls. I do have a video planned that I'm probably gonna record a little after this one, of a Rainbow High doll opening, so that'll be exciting. But those are like the main dolls I collect. I would really like to start getting my hands on some My Scene dolls again, but they're very pricey. Like every single one that I find is very pricey, and I don't really see many, you know, like when I'm thrifting and stuff, so we'll see. It is an expensive hobby. I always say it's an investment. But yeah, so that's, I guess I kind of answered your question, I hope. Next question is, do you collect Funko Pops? And the answer is yes, I do. I have a decent amount, not like crazy. I have a couple Monster High ones. I have almost all the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, not counting like the really big ones. I also have almost all the Inuyasha ones. I think I'm just missing Jockin. And then like a few other random ones. A couple of my favorites are my Toru one. Oh no, I'm sorry, not Toru. Shigure from Fruits Basket. And a couple of my favorites would be my Haruhi one, from Morn High School Host Club, and Shigure from Fruits Basket. I love all of them, but yeah, so I do collect Funko Pops. I try not to, because I like to collect dolls more, but I have been suckered into buying a decent amount of them. Okay. Favorite childhood food that you still make today? That's hard. I have a lot of favorite childhood foods that like my mom will still make. I love like pita or burek, so like a filled pita type deal. I don't make that. I've made it once and it was a mess. That's a toughie. I mean, when I was younger, we did not have that much money, so you kind of got creative. Pasta with sour cream and salt sounds probably so gross to anybody else, but that was like one of my favorite things, and I will still eat that. You gotta like mix the sour cream and the salt in there when the pasta's still hot, but that is so good. Um, I'm trying to like think of other stuff, but a lot of my favorite childhood foods I don't try to make. I just my mom will make them for me. Like polenta. I love polenta, but I only like it when my mom makes it. What else? What else? Pasta. My mom. I do make this one, but my mom makes a really good meat sauce, like tomatoes and carrots and onions and all that, and the ground beef, and then have that with like whatever noodles. That's like a favorite of mine. Just simple, easy, filling. Always good. Yeah, I mean, those are some of my favorite, like, childhood type foods, I guess you can say. Let's see, favorite anime and manga. This one is hard because there are so many animes and mangas that I like. I mean, anime, definitely Sailor Moon, Inuyasha, Fruits Basket, Warren High School Host Club, Special A, what else? Berserk. Even though it's a tough watch, it is amazing. And it's really not the kind of anime I go for normally, so that's how you know I'm telling the truth. Let's see. Kaicho wa Maid-sama. Oh, Kami-sama Kiss. Oh my god. Those are definitely some of my tops. Chobits. Yeah, those are like some of my top favorites. Newer animes that I've been really liking would be like Spy Family. I'm a big fan. I haven't been watching many new animes recently. I've been doing kind of bad with that. I've been reading a little bit more manga recently than I have been watching anime. I do have some like on my Crunchyroll watch list that I'm hoping to get to soon. But yeah, but those are some of my favorites. Manga wise, Failed Princesses is really good, and it's a short one, so if you like shorter series, I recommend that one. Blackbird is one of my favorites. Demon Prince of Momochi House is another one of my favorites. Honey So Sweet, Dreamin' Sun. Oh goodness, what else? Obviously Sailor Moon. Apothecary Diaries is really good. I'm still reading it, and I know the anime came out recently, but I'm trying not to start the anime until I finish the manga. But yeah, those are probably some of my favorite mangas currently. Ultramaniac, short, older, but absolutely amazing. The anime is also very cute. Oh god, I can talk about anime and manga all day. That could be like a whole video, honestly. Yeah, so those are probably some of my favorites. If you haven't heard or read or watched any of those, big recommend on all of them. Especially Orange High School Host Club. Oh my god. It's so good. It's so funny. That's one of the few animes that I prefer the English dub, because there's something about the voice acting in that one. They have some popular voice actors in the English dub for that one, and the dub is just so funny. Like, it's so funny and it hits so different. So if you haven't watched it dubbed, you definitely should. That and Inuyasha, that's another one where I prefer the dub. That may be purely because nostalgia, but I like it dubbed. I've been watching Yashahime, like the sequel. I'm currently watching it, and I am watching it dubbed also because they brought back like all the voice actors except for Moroku's because he passed away. The new voice actor is still amazing. But yeah, anyway, now I get off that subject because I can talk about that all day. What was your favorite subject at school? It's been a minute since I've been at school. I was a really big art kid, so I loved my art classes. The only art class I didn't really like too much that I took was photography, but I did like my art classes. I was also, I wouldn't say into math, but I liked math in like a weird way. I liked it over things like science and history. Math just kind of always clicked for me, so I think it made it more enjoyable. Except when I got into calculus. Calculus would not click for me. To this day, when I hear the word limits, I want to freak out. But yeah, I guess those were like my favorite subjects in school. And when I was in college, I did take like a marriage and family class, which was super interesting. And I did also really like my psychology classes. Very interesting. What are your favorite books to read? I've been trying to get back into reading a little bit more. So I like to read a lot of like mystery, horror. I would read a lot of Stephen King when I was younger, of course. Dean Koontz, I like a lot of his books. Kind of like sci-fi, but not as much. More like the mystery, thriller, suspense, horror type stuff I liked. Just recently I bought my first kind of smutty book called Praise. It's by I'm looking at it right now. It's by Sarah Kate. If you are an adult and you like to read adult books with adult content, I recommend. It's a series, the Salacious Players Club series. Praise is the first one in the series, and it's so good. I'm gonna try not to fangirl or blush, but it's really good. So I've kind of been reading that and taking a little break from like my mystery type stuff. I am also reading a book right now called The Family Upstairs, which is like a mystery type novel, and that's really good so far. I've been enjoying that. But yeah, it's pretty much the type of books I read. What are your favorite clothing stores? So I am a thick girl, which is very obvious. So sometimes shopping for clothes can be a little tough. I know you had things like Torrid and stuff, but it's just expensive. I do a lot of shopping at like Target. I love Target. I live very close to a Target. I found some cute clothes at like Walmart, honestly. Amazon. But yeah, that's like really it. I don't really go to the mall much. A lot of stores at the mall don't really have things that fit me right, I feel like. And if they do, you gotta really look for it. So that's why I'd rather do a lot of my shopping online or Target, because Target's kind of easy to just kind of find what I like and then pick my size. But yeah, not really a fun answer. I used to shop a lot at Forever 21, but they don't have their plus size section in the store anymore. It's only online, I think. But they're a little, I don't want to say young for me, because I still dress pretty young. I'm like literally wearing a Neopet shirt right now. But those are kind of like the stores I stick with. Do you play any video games? Yes, I do. I play a lot. I'm pretty much a Nintendo girly. I've always played a lot on Nintendo consoles. So like they have my GameCube. I still have my GameCube and I still actively use it. I actually just got myself Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. So I've been replaying Pokemon Coliseum. I'm almost done. I've almost beat it. I'm on like that last big battle. And then of course, you know, my Bratz games. I have every single Bratz game except for the Girls Really Rock one, which I just have to buy. It's not like it's hard to find. I just haven't bought it. But I do have my PS2 because some of those are on PS2. DS. I haven't played on it in a minute. I actually just got done selling a lot of DS games. But I do still have my 3DS. My Switch I use religiously. Been playing a lot of Dreamlight Valley, even though I'm not really like big into Disney too much. Dreamlight Valley is so fun. It's so cute. So I'm playing a lot of that. I've been playing Cult of the Lamb on my Switch, which is a really fun game. Where you're like this lamb and you have like your own cults that you have to like take care of. And my cult is called A Bunch of Besties because we are just a bunch of besties. You know, I play like all the Pokemon games. I love Pokemon. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is fun. I haven't played it in a minute, but you know, I love that, especially because I mean, I have like old decks, but like I was always too afraid to go like out to like card shops to like play against people. So online is a very great option. What else do I play? I like the Lego games. That sounds lame. But I do. Mario games are always fun. Almost done with Mario RPG. And then I have to get back to Mario Wonder because I kind of put that down for a little bit to play RPG. The thing with me is I start playing way too many games without finishing another game, so I'm just like in the middle of like 4 games. But yeah, big Nintendo girly. Yeah, so I do like video games. If you guys have any suggestions for some fun games, shoot them this way. I love cozy games, especially. Do you have any tattoos or want any? I do have tattoos. I have 6, I think. I have one on each shoulder, just kind of like flowers and a paintbrush. I have this little guy. He's like upside down. I can't really turn it. It's a little cowboy cat. I have like this little V for my boyfriend's name. Don't really want to get up to show it, but like right here, that part of your body, I don't know if you could see it. I have the Crisis Moon Compact from Sailor Moon. That piece hurt like crazy. Full color and everything because I can't help myself. And then I have on my right thigh like crying anime eyes, with like hearts in the eyes because I am a crybaby. I cry like all the time, like at anything, happy, sad, frustrated, I'm probably crying. And I do want more tattoos. I have a couple planned. I have a couple Pokemon ones I really want to get. I'm really wanting to get a Togepi. Togepi is my favorite Pokemon. And I do really want to get a Magikarp tattoo, but like I want to do like a classic like koi fish style tattoo, but the koi fish be a Magikarp. I've wanted that for years and years. But I have to like save money because I want it really big and like on my side, either that or like on the side of my left thigh. But yeah, I would love to do that soon, but it's not going to happen soon. Do you have any pets? I sure do. I have my 2 cats. Sweetie is my little girl who likes to get in my videos sometimes. And then I have a black cat named Sponge. And they're my babies. Sweetie is, I think she's 11. She'll be 11, oh, she'll be 12 this year. And Sponge will be 13 this year? No. Sponge will be 12 this year. Sweetie will be 11 this year. Okay, yes. Yeah, they're crazy, but I love them. Yeah, I grew up though with a couple dogs. We had a Shih Tzu Maltese mix and a Shih Tzu. Our Shih Tzu Maltese mix, she passed away. It's been a while. My Shih Tzu, our family Shih Tzu, she actually passed away last year. And I still think about her like all the time. She was like 15 when she passed, so she had a very long, happy life. I would love to have another dog, but in my apartment I can only have 2 pets. And I'm just not home enough for a dog right now, and I would hate to have a 3rd animal in such a small space. But I'm sure in the future I will be getting another dog. What is your biggest fear? I mean, dying is like a very big fear. I feel like sometimes I catch myself thinking about it and I get like this feeling in my stomach. It just kind of makes you feel like sick. I don't like talking about it. But besides that, bugs, any bug, if it crawls, I'm terrified. So not a fan of bugs at all. Heights, I don't do well with heights either. So those are probably like some of my biggest fears. What are your favorite movies? Oh man, that's a hard one. Movies. Well, I love horror movies. Any kind. Oh, that's a lie. Not any kind. I don't like horror movies that are like too gory, and I guess like I'd say like Terrifier. I tried to watch Terrifier and I couldn't. I like had to turn it off. Stuff like that is a little too much. But I like horror movies a lot, even bad horror movies. I love that. I love that so much. Excuse me. But a favorite. Oh man, that's so hard. Actually, no, it's not hard. My favorite movie isn't a horror movie at all. My favorite movie is Shrek 2. No cap. That was gross. I wish I didn't say that. Shrek 2 is my favorite movie. I love all the Shrek movies. Like, all of them are amazing, and they're all my favorite movies. But if I had to pick one that I liked more than the rest, Shrek 2 is the best one. It goes Shrek 2, and then the first one, and then 3, and then 4. Yeah, that's my order. I love the Shrek movies. When I was a kid and I would watch Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 all the time. I can recite more of the movie than I should be able to. I just absolutely love those movies. I still watch them like so much. It's pretty bad. Those are my favorite movies. Yeah. I mean, you guys have seen my I love Shrek. Okay. What TV shows have you been watching recently? I've actually been watching a lot of Whose Line Is It Anyway recently. I noticed that it was on HBO, or I guess just Max. I noticed that it was on there, so I was like, I'm just gonna start it from the beginning. So I've been watching that, which has been super fun because when I was younger, I would like stay up late, like when I was not supposed to be up, to watch Whose Line. And I didn't have a TV in my room, so I'd have to watch in the living room, but I'd have to be quiet because if my parents woke up, they would freak out, and it would be so hard to not just die laughing watching that show. And there's definitely been times where my mom would come out and just yell at me to go to bed. So I've been watching a lot of Whose Line. What else? I've been watching The Fall of the House of Usher, I think is what it's called. I'm still watching that. I like watched a couple episodes and then like forgot to keep watching, so I'm gonna get back to that. What else? It's tough because I don't watch too many TV shows. I watch a lot of YouTube, honestly, and a lot of movies. I mean, some shows that I really like are like Bob's Burgers. That's like a show I'll watch on repeat. Yu-Gi-Oh! Really any Yu-Gi-Oh! That's like my bedtime show. So like when I like to fall asleep with the TV on. Not all the time, but sometimes. If I'm not falling asleep to ASMR, I'm falling asleep with my TV on. So I'll lay in bed, play on my phone, and I'll put on my nighttime show, which it was Bob's Burgers for a while, and now it's Yu-Gi-Oh! Specifically like original Yu-Gi-Oh! Not like GX or 5Ds or whatever, like Yu-Gi-Oh! So I've been watching a lot of that too. Trying to think of like, I mean, I've watched a lot of stuff on Netflix. I can't remember everything I watch. But currently I'm not really watching like anything I was watching. I'm waiting to come back, like Virgin River. I'm waiting for more of it. House of Dragon, waiting for more of it. So yeah, not really watching anything currently. Do you play any instruments? No, I do not. I always wanted to learn an instrument when I was younger, but I think my mom knew that I would never really go through with it, so I do not play any instruments. What type of music do you like? My music taste is all over the place, from like things like, you know, rock, like metal, to like K-pop, to, you know, regular pop, hip-hop, rap, techno, like electronic music. I really listen to anything. Old music. I love 80s, 90s. I guess like maybe some of like my favorite artists to like listen to would be like, I love Styx, the Bee Gees, the Beach Boys. I love stuff like that. That's like, and I want chill music. That's where I go. But I really just listen to whatever. If it sounds good to me, then I like it. I don't really stick to a specific genre. I mean, like, I can go from listening to like a Bee Gees song to listening to like the Suicide Boys to listening to like, I don't know, like Faith Hill or whatever. Like, it's everywhere. So I really like all kinds of music. Yeah. A place you've never been to but want to visit, and why? I would love to go to Japan, especially now since one of my best friends is currently there teaching. I'd love to go and be able to visit her and then like just check things out. Honestly, I would love to go to Japan and buy a bunch of cute stuff, like figures and plushies, and just try really good food, street food. I feel like here in the States, you don't get much fun street food action, at least not like where I live. So I would love that. Ireland would be amazing, just to see like the nature and all that. I would love to go to Croatia. I was born in Croatia, but we never lived there, so I've always wanted to go back and actually experience Croatia. The next question is, what countries would you like to visit? So I guess that kind of ties in. I mean, you know, really those. I mean, it would be cool to go to like Italy and France and stuff too, but I feel like I would rather go to the places that are a little bit more quiet and just, I don't know how to describe it, more naturey, serene. I mean, there's probably places like that in Italy and France too, but yeah, like Ireland, Scotland, Croatia, Canada would be cool. Yeah. I try not to like Japan. I try not to think of like all the places I want to go because I know it probably won't happen. But you never know, I guess. But Japan would be first. What ASMR channels do you watch? I guess like some, excuse me, I guess like some staples would be for me gentle whispering, of course, Whispers Red, Ting Ting, Soy ASMR, Simply ASMR, Ray Moon ASMR, Jeannie B ASMR. I've been listening to a lot of Mark ASMR recently, which is a little different because I usually don't listen to a lot of male ASMRists. I don't know why, but I ran across him and I like his stuff. Super chill. Olive Ugly, so funny, so funny. Grace V. I love Grace. Yeah, those are like the channels that like I go back to like a lot, like my Rolodex of ASMR channels. And then like every now and then, you know, I'll get recommended a video and I'll check it out, but like those are like the main channels I like kind of stick with. What first got you into ASMR? When I was younger, I would remember always getting like that tingly feeling down like your neck when someone would like whisper to me, or you know, just certain sounds, you know, at like sleepovers and stuff. I would always get that tingle feeling, and I never really knew how to explain that. And it wasn't until I was in my early 20s that I was on YouTube and I got recommended a video from, it was a gentle whispering video, Maria. So I don't know, I just started listening to it, and I don't remember what video it was exactly, but it was one where she was going like from mic to mic, like whispering, and I got those tingles. I got the tingles, and I was like, wait, this is that feeling that I don't know how to explain. And I was like, what is this? So I kind of looked up what ASMR was and learned that I wasn't weird. And I mean, the rest is kind of history. Yeah, I guess it's kind of probably like how a lot of people kind of get into it. My favorite ASMR tingle, I just love whispering. I really like lo-fi also. Something about lo-fi, it just kind of It gets me. But I like whispers. I like fabric sounds, so like clothes scratching, and stuff like that. I like tapping sounds, not too loud, kind of softer. Those are like my favorite tingles. What made you start a YouTube channel? I don't really know what. I always wanted to start one, especially when I learned what ASMR was, and I just loved the community so much. Everyone is always so nice, and there's no drama, and just a bunch of people that want to just relax. And I mean, yeah, I just really liked that. So I always wanted to start a channel. I kind of just always talked myself out of it for some reason. And then finally, this past, like the end of last year, I was like, I just kind of want to do it. And my friends are super supportive. And then I ended up getting a new phone, and my new phone has a pretty good camera, and I was like, I feel like I don't have an excuse. Like, I should just do it, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, I started it to do it for myself. I really didn't even ever expect to get past 100 subscribers. I mean, I didn't even expect to get to 100 subscribers. So that's so awesome. But yeah, I don't know, I just always liked the community, and I really wanted to be a part of it. And I just figure, what's the worst that can happen? Life is too short to not do the things that you want to do. So I just kind of went for it, and I've been having so much fun with it, so I'm so happy that I did. What are your goals for your channel? I mean, I don't know. I really like, the ultimate goal of my channel is just to have a safe space where people can come and relax, and we can share similar interests. We can talk about dolls and whatever else, and just be in a place where you can feel comfortable and relaxed. I mean, that's really the ultimate goal of my channel. Would it be nice one day if I can, get a little bit more popular? Sure. Is that something that's necessary for me? Not really. I'm happy just doing what I'm doing, and if people are enjoying it, that makes me even more happy. So yeah, I just want to create a safe little corner here in the YouTube world. Do your friends know about your channel? Yes. My friends are a really big support system for me in like starting my channel. They watch my videos. They like ASMR, so it's pretty nice. I didn't really ever plan to like hide it from anyone. I don't like advertise it like on my Facebook and whatever, but some people that I'm friends with on Facebook did see my other Instagram for my channel and have followed me and have been really supportive also. I actually had an old friend from high school reach out and say that he'd seen my YouTube channel and saw that I do Monster High content, and he just wanted to reach out to tell me like how much his daughter loves Monster High and all that, and I just love that. And even my parents know, and they're very, they get super excited for me when I, update them about my channel, so, I'm very lucky to have a lot of very non-judgmental and supportive people in my life. So I feel like I can be open with the people that I know and love about the things I'm doing, which is nice. What is your dream job? See, this question's hard for me because I feel like I've never really had a dream job. I've always had a lot of hobbies, so I feel like I kind of just work so I can support my hobbies. I love to crochet, especially, I mean, if I could make a career out of crocheting, I would, but it's so hard. I've tried to sell crochet stuff, and it's tough. And sometimes once you start doing a hobby as a career, it's not as enjoyable anymore. I would love to be a YouTuber. That sounds really silly, especially, at my age, maybe. But that would be cool if I could, do this full time and support myself with this. That would be a dream job, honestly, for me. Especially because at my current job, working at a bank can be tough. Customers are tough. I've had people say really nasty things to me, and I've cried from my job, and customer service is hard. It really kind of drains you. Sometimes I find it hard to want to record content when I get home from work because I'm just so shot from the day. I just talk to so many people and hear so many stories, and it just gets so overwhelming. But it's a job that pays well, that has really good benefits. I have really great vacation time, so you kind of weigh out your options, But if I could do YouTube full time and make my living off that, that would be a dream job for sure. But I am not counting on that. What is your biggest achievement so far in life? Wow, that's also a very tough question. I feel like when I think about it, I feel like I haven't achieved that much. I have an AA, but I didn't go for my bachelor's. I was going to school to be a elementary school teacher, and that did not really pan out for me. And that's just because once I shadowed an elementary school, I kind of learned that that was not the job for me. But I tried. I don't know. It's kind of sad to think about. I really haven't achieved too much. So I may have to rain check on this question because I am not too sure. I live in an apartment that's pretty comfortable with my brother. That's an achievement in some way, I have a job that, helps me pay to do the things that I like. I'd say that's some type of achievement. I've 100% beat every Spyro game. I think that's a pretty good achievement too. Yeah, I can't really think of many, but I guess those are some. If I think of more, I will let you guys know. but yeah, I'm getting there. Any big plans for 2024? Well, this year I will be turning 30. So I do have some big plans for my 30th. I am planning a little girls trip with my 3 best friends. We'll be going to Tennessee. I've always wanted to go to Tennessee. I really want to stay in the mountains, so that's my goal. I would love to stay in like a little cabin and have like my own little Hallmark movie moment. I also want to go to Dollywood, like so bad. So I'll be doing that later in the year. And that's really it for like my big plans for 2024. Kind of just need to save up money for that, so I'm like ready and I can go like all out. Yeah, that's really it. If you guys have any fun 2024 plans, definitely drop them in the comments. I would love to hear what you guys have planned for this year. Oh, and then I had 2 very silly questions, but I will answer them. This one is, did you get your wisdom teeth removed? Yes, I did. And then they asked if I have any funny stories from when I got them removed. I just remember waking up and like immediately crying. Of course, it's like so me. Immediately crying and asking for my mom. And my mom was there the whole time. My mom was just petting me, like petting my arm, like, baby, I'm right here, I'm right here. And just me like sobbing, like, I want my mom. That was really like the only like funny story. I couldn't like keep the gauze in my mouth, so I kept like getting blood. Super gross. They also asked if it was fast to fall asleep in the chair, and then they said that they're terrified. Please don't be terrified. I fell asleep so fast. They do that thing where they're like count down from like 10 or whatever. I didn't get that far and I was out. So next thing you know, I was awake, crying and asking for my mom. So you will be fine, I promise you. Just definitely listen to what they tell you to, because mine did get infected because I was dumb and I used a straw at one point when I should not have. So definitely listen to everything that they tell you when it comes to aftercare and all that, because the infection was so painful. My face swelled up so much. So just listen to what they have to say. And then the last question, that is also a very silly question, is what do you think is the safest way for animal control to catch a big bear on the loose in a neighborhood? I don't work for animal control, so I don't know, but I would say maybe some type of like tranquilizer. I don't like animals having to die for no reason at all. So tranquilizer, or maybe big pot of honey. I do not know. But as long as the bear will be okay, that is the way I would like to go. And keep everyone inside. But yeah, those are the questions that I had. Hopefully you guys have a little better of an idea of who I am. Oh, I never even really told you guys my name. Okay, well, hello. My name is Ivona. Here in the States, people say Ivana or Ivana. My name is It's Ivona. So where I'm from, it's pronounced Ivona. Here, people have a little bit of a harder time with that long O sound. So Ivana is perfectly fine. Yeah. Nice to meet you all. I guess I kind of want to use this part to just say thank you to everyone who's subscribed. Truly means the world. Like I said, I never expected to even hit 100 subscribers. I remember when I started my channel, I was telling my friends that my year end goal was to be at 100 subscribers, like by the end of the year. And then I ended up hitting that so much faster than I thought I would, which is so exciting. So I hope that, you know, can keep growing and making more friends. You guys are all my friends now. I don't care what you have to say. We're all friends. We are a bunch of besties, okay? But yeah, I just appreciate you guys so much for all the support, for watching, listening. I hope you guys have been enjoying my content so far. I never really knew how like the doll ASMR would go, but it seems like people have been enjoying it so far, which makes me super happy because I really enjoy doing it. And I do have a list of ASMR ideas, like video ideas, that I will be working on as well. I do plan on buying a actual mic soon. It's just a little bit out of my price range. You know, gotta be an adult and pay my bills and such. But I will be getting a mic soon. So hopefully that'll make the quality of my videos a little better. And I will be downloading some type of editing software on my laptop, so I won't just be kind of doing this, you know, the kind when I edit on my phone, it's very simple, and it works for me for now, but I will be actually learning how to edit properly in like a video editing software, trying to be a little bit more professional with it. But I'm getting there. But yeah, this was super fun to do, just kind of sitting and being comfy and talking with you guys. And if you guys ever have any other questions, feel free to ask in my comments or anything. I love the interaction with you guys. It's super fun for me. So yeah, don't be shy. But yeah. With all that being said though, guys, I am super hungry. I got home from work and like immediately came in my room and set up to record this video. But my tummy is grumbling. So I'm gonna go ahead and call it here so I can get myself some dinner. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I hope the soft spoken was okay. I feel like it was okay. I guess we'll see. I tried though, I promise. But yeah, it's gonna be all for me tonight, guys. I will see you all soon. go ahead and say goodbye. 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 Until next time.